If you want to separate yourself from the crowd, you must learn to do what the crowd will never do. And the crowd will never wake up at 4 a.m. This is a promise and a warning. The world rewards those who refuse easy comforts. The morning you steal from sleep is the morning you get time the world hasn't taken yet. Tonight you sleep. Tomorrow someone else will be building while you dream. 4 a.m. is not a time, it's a decision. In the silence before dawn, there is no social performance. No inbox, no demands. There is only you and a small window to change the arc of your life. Tonight, decide. Will you let the crowd define your hours, or will you take the hour that defines you? I'll share with you 7 crazy benefits you'll get if you wake up at 4 a.m. Benefit number 1, extreme mental clarity. At 4 a.m., the noise of the world is gone. No texts, no emails, no distractions. Just silence. Psychologists call it a state of mental quietness. In those early hours, your brain naturally shifts into alpha waves, the same state monks train to enter in meditation. This is when creativity, deep thinking, and problem-solving peak. Just answer me. How many times have you struggled to find a solution in the middle of a busy day, only for the answer to suddenly appear when you were relaxed, in the shower, on a walk, or late at night? That's what mental quietness does. And at 4 a.m. you step into that state naturally. This is why so many great thinkers worked in the early mornings. Writers, philosophers, CEOs. Many of them swore by those quiet hours because their mind was sharper, calmer, and more precise. Steve Jobs once said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." And at 4 a.m., life becomes simple. Just you, your thoughts, and endless possibilities. Benefit number 2, the discipline. Waking up at 4 a.m. is not comfortable, and that's exactly why it's powerful. Every single time you wake up early, you're sending yourself a message. I am in control. You're proving that your mind is stronger than your excuses, stronger than your comfort, stronger than the urge to hit snooze. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. At first, it feels like a battle. Your body resists, your mind resists. But after a few weeks, something changes. Waking early becomes part of who you are. It becomes identity. Jocko Willink, the Navy SEAL commander, says, "Discipline equals freedom." That might sound strange. How can discipline equal freedom? But think about it. The person who has the discipline to wake up early has the freedom to use time however they want. The person without discipline is trapped, chained to habits, chained to comfort, chained to distraction. When you wake at 4, you're not just training your body to get out of bed. You're training your mind to do hard things. And once you've mastered that small victory, you can carry the same discipline into your work, your health, your goals, and your life. The truth is, greatness is never built on comfort. It's built on discipline. And 4 a.m. is where that discipline is forged. Benefit number 3, a head start on the world. Hey, look, while the world sleeps, you're already awake, moving, creating. By the time most people are starting their morning, you've already achieved more than they will by noon. This is the power of a head start. It's not just about waking up early. It's about momentum. When you get things done before the world even wakes up, you feel a surge of energy and confidence that carries into the rest of the day. Think of elite athletes, entrepreneurs, or top performers in any field. They don't wait for the day to happen to them. They get ahead of it. And that's what 4 a.m. gives you, a head start. 2 or 3 extra hours that most people waste in bed. Those hours might not sound like much, but imagine what happens over time. 2 extra hours every day equals 60 hours a month. That's more than 700 hours a year. An entire month of extra time that you've gained simply by starting earlier. By 9 a.m., while others are rushing out of the door, you already feel accomplished. And that sense of accomplishment is contagious. It sets the tone for the entire day. When you start ahead, you stay ahead. And at 4 a.m., you're not just awake, you're already winning. Benefit number 4, deep work and sharpened focus. One of the greatest challenges today is distraction. Phones, notifications, endless noise pulling your attention in 100 directions. That's why most people never get into deep focus. But at 4 a.m., something magical happens. You enter the perfect environment for deep work. No interruptions, no emails, no meetings, just pure, focused time. Harvard researchers say that our brains produce their best work in distraction-free blocks of time. At 4 a.m., you can lock in for an hour or 2, and the quality of what you produce will be 3 times higher than in the middle of a chaotic day. If you've ever wanted to reach your true potential, the answer isn't more hours, it's better hours. And the best hours for focus are found before sunrise. Cal Newport, the author of Deep Work, put it simply: clarity about what matters provides clarity about what does not. And at 4 a.m., that clarity and focus come naturally. Benefit number 5, physical and spiritual energy. At 4 a.m., you're not just waking your mind, you're awakening your body and spirit too. Science tells us that early mornings are when cortisol levels are naturally higher. Cortisol, when balanced, isn't the stress hormone we fear. It's actually the hormone that makes you alert, focused, and full of energy. That's why if you rise early and move your body, you feel sharper all day. But it's not only science. Ancient traditions also knew this secret. In yoga and Ayurveda, the hours before sunrise are called the Brahma Muhurta, the creator's hour. It's believed to be the most sacred and energetic time of day, when the universe itself supports clarity, creativity, and vitality. And the reward? You carry that energy throughout the day. Instead of dragging yourself into the morning, you walk into it fully alive. At 4 a.m., you don't just wake up, you light up. So when you rise at 4 a.m. and take even 20 minutes to stretch, breathe deeply, or meditate, you're aligning not just with biology, but with thousands of years of wisdom. You connect body, mind, and spirit in a way the rest of the day rarely allows. And the reward? You carry that energy throughout the day. Instead of dragging yourself into the morning, you walk into it fully alive. At 4 a.m., you don't just wake up, you light up. Benefit number 6, time for self-investment. Most people say they don't have time. No time to read, no time to exercise, no time to reflect. Think of it like compounding interest. Every morning, you invest in yourself. And over weeks and months, those small investments turn into massive results. By the end of the year, you'll be a completely different person, simply because you chose to give yourself the time. Benefit number 7, becoming unstoppable. Waking up at 4 a.m. is more than a habit. It's an identity shift. It's proof that you can do what others won't, that you can rise even when it's hard, that you can live by design instead of default. Each time you rise early, you strengthen a core belief inside yourself. I am disciplined. I am committed. I do hard things. And that belief is what makes you unstoppable. Because life will test you. There will be challenges, setbacks, failures. But the person who has trained themselves to rise at 4 a.m. has also trained themselves to keep going when it's tough. Remember this line. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do when no one is watching. At 4 a.m., no one is watching. There are no likes, no applause, no validation. Just you showing up for yourself. That's where real greatness begins. Not in the spotlight, not in the crowd, but in the quiet hours of the morning when you choose to rise. And over time, that choice doesn't just change your morning, it changes your life. You become unstoppable.